tonight's episode, the Halloween special. Welcome to Unreal Mysteries with David and Hannah.
Happy Halloween, mystery lovers. Welcome back to Unreal Mysteries. I'm your host, David, and I am so ready to get spooked.
I'm Hannah, and let me tell you, the stories we've uncovered for this Halloween season are something else.
So listeners, imagine this. We're getting reports of pumpkins going rogue, like wreaking havoc, even attacking people.
And it doesn't seem like just a random pumpkin here or there, you know? This is centralized around Cedar Grove.
Cedar Grove?
Yeah, and Cedar Grove has always had a bit of a reputation, right? Like, remember that story about the vanishing scarecrow a few years back?
Oh, yeah. People thought it was just kids messing around, but
right.
What if it was a sign of things to come?
Exactly. It's Halloween night, and suddenly news reports start flooding in about pumpkins acting very unpumpkin-like. Not just rolling off porches, but rolling down streets, chasing people, causing chaos.
Eyewitness accounts describe them as relentless, which frankly sends chills down my spine. But the question is, weren't there also reports of rabid gnomes running around Cedar Grove too?
Oh, yeah. It seems we've got ourselves a real showdown brewing, and those gnomes are not too happy about these rogue pumpkins encroaching on their territory. Turns out they're quite protective of their domain, which just happens to be a forest near Cedar Grove. And eyewitnesses are saying the gnomes are on a mission to reclaim their woods, armed with tiny chainsaws.
Chainsaws?
Yeah.
Okay, that image is both hilarious and oddly terrifying.
Right, it's like something out of a darkly comedic fairy tale.
This is amazing.
It's amazing.
Okay, so
But they're not just fighting for themselves anymore.
they're not.
There are rumors of an alliance.
An alliance
An alliance.
between the gnomes and, who else is left? Squirrels? Raccoons? Wait, don't tell me. The lawn flamingos have joined the fight.
Not quite, no.
Oh, man.
It seems like the gnomes have realized that humans, as, unpredictable as we can be, we're at least preferable to an army of sentient pumpkins. And the public is responding. Have you seen those gnome help stations popping up?
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere. People are leaving out snacks, tiny tools, even miniature first aid kits for any gnomes wounded in the pumpkin wars.
Yeah.
And then you get these other reports of scarecrows, like seeming to invade towns, like marching down Main Street.
Oh, that's creepy.
Like, it reminds me of that creepy nursery rhyme, the Scarecrow Parade. You had a copy of that, right?
I did. It's a little chilling, not gonna lie, especially considering,
Oh, come on. You can't just mention it.
Yeah.
You gotta read it.
Okay, all right, brace yourself.
Okay, hit me with it.
All right, so it goes. When the moon hangs high and shadows crawl, beware the scarecrow's haunting call. With pumpkin grin and eyes aglow, they rise from fields where cold winds blow. Beware the scarecrow's shuffling tread, as night grows long and fear is spread. With straw-stuffed limbs and hearts of fright, they seek their vengeance in the night.
Okay, yeah, so that's not exactly a bedtime story.
No, not exactly.
I don't think I'll be sleeping well tonight.
I don't blame you.
So what is the deal? Did, somebody put something in the pumpkin spice lattes? What's going on?
As tempting as that is
Yeah.
to blame it on a rogue barista, the explanations are a little more scientific.
Okay,
The first one involves the Cedar Grove Particle Accelerator.
I knew it. So you're saying some scientific experiment went wrong and accidentally zapped these pumpkins with some kind of life force.
It's a theory, but a pretty unsettling one if you think about it.
But there's another scientific angle to this, right? Something about bioluminescent pumpkins.
Oh yeah. A group of, let's say, enthusiastic amateur scientists were trying to create pumpkins that glow in the dark.
Ambitious. Did they succeed?
Well, in a way, I guess they were using genetically modified bacteria to make the pumpkins bioluminescent, but it seems something went haywire.
You mean instead of just glowing, these pumpkins decided to get up and go for a stroll? That's
Yeah.
quite the side effect.
It seems the bacteria interacted with the pumpkin's natural sugars in a way no one anticipated, leading to, sentience. Instead of just glowing in the dark, they became self-aware. It's a stark reminder that even with the best intentions, tinkering with the building blocks of life can have some pretty crazy consequences.
Okay, so we've got potential quantum entanglement, and rogue genetics, both with the potential to animate pumpkins. What other explanations are out there?
This next one is my personal favorite, even if it creeps me out a little. There are reports of a rare mind-controlling fungus spreading through the pumpkin patch in Cedar Grove.
The mind-controlling fungus, is that even a thing? So imagine a whole field of pumpkins connected by this hidden network of fungi, all acting in unison. You're telling me that humanity's last hope against a pumpkin apocalypse is a bunch of chainsaw-wielding gnomes. It's like something out of an environmental horror film. Mother Nature fighting back against scientific meddling, unintended consequences, and all that.
Precisely.
Okay, I will admit it.
Yeah.
The image of these, like, tiny little gnomes, armed with chainsaws going up against giant, like, glowing pumpkins,
I know.
it's kind of epic.
It's pretty epic. It's like a real-life fairy tale, but with, like, power drills instead of magic wands.
Yeah, exactly. This is either the best news ever or the absolute worst.
I don't know. It depends on your perspective.
I know, right?
It's a wild situation.
It seems like this Halloween special went from spooky to stranger than fiction in no time.
It really does make you wonder, doesn't it? All this time we've been carving pumpkins, decorating our homes with them, using them in pies. Did we accidentally awaken something ancient and powerful?
Be careful what you carve for. You might not like what grins back.
Or is there a more scientific explanation, a series of unfortunate events that led to this bizarre situation?
Okay, now you're just being cryptic. I'm gonna need a lot more pumpkin spice lattes to deal with the existential dread you've just unleashed. You know what, I get it. We've got these rogue pumpkins, potentially juiced up on quantum energy or controlled by a creepy fungus, and then these tiny gnomes with even tinier chainsaws stepping up to fight back. It's the underdog story of the century.
What a time to be alive.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. This is amazing.
This Halloween is one for the books.
One for the books for sure.
It's like everything we thought we knew about Halloween got flipped on its head.
You said it. But hey, at least we've got chainsaw-wielding gnomes on our side. We want to hear from you. Share your stories and pictures using #UnrealMysteries.
And let us know if those gnome help stations are actually working.
Until next time, stay spooky, stay safe, and for goodness sake, watch out for those pumpkins. This is amazing. Okay.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
Be careful what you carve for. You might not like what grins back.